What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. We are the Men of Main Street. This week, we are talking about Disneyland's 70th, The Little Mermaid making a comeback, and for the first time, our first guest star talking about an unforgettable experience. Let's get into it. All right, Jer, how was your week this week, man?
That was a good week. I mean, can't complain. How was yours?
You know, not too bad. I get to go sport around some more of my Disney Park shirts, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Hey, looking pretty good over there in that shirt.
Hey, you know something, man? You too.
Oh, well, thanks,
Oh,
man.
it's almost like we would have planned this. Come on, man. Who would have
Oh,
thought of this?
I
Jeez.
had no idea. I just put it on.
Oh, jeez, man. Well, I mean, it's looking good on you too. For those of you that don't know, this is the famed the Enchanted Tiki Room shirt that they are selling at the parks right now. This has probably been one of the most hard to get shirts out there, but luckily we were able to go ahead and snag a couple while I was on my last trip. So very excited about that, and I've gotten a lot of compliments today, man. I've had a lot of visitors today. Um, and a lot of compliments. So I hope you got the same today, man.
Yeah, hopefully I get the same reaction. I mean, my wife loves it. I'll tell you that much.
Well, I mean, that's half the battle, man. But we won't spoil too much. But we are going to talk a little bit more about something kind of similar to this a little bit later on here, man. But yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about this week. We have well, to kick it off, we have the Little Mermaid coming back.
Yeah, so the Disney Parks revealed the new marquee for the show. Um, Let me share it for you. Look at this thing. I mean, it looks beautiful.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, it's the new marquee. I think it looks very nice.
I think so too, man. I heard Jody Benson actually went and visited it a couple weeks ago. She got like a
Yes,
little
I
preview.
heard the same thing. So this is in preparation. So this was revealed on the 16th and ahead of its debut, which is just very close, within a week. On the 27th, it'll grand open once again.
Right on, man. Now, is that 27th? Is that pass holder preview or is that full open to
It's
everyone?
full open. I don't know if there's a
Ooh,
press holder preview for this.
very nice. Yeah, I heard there was. I'll have to double check on the date for that. Um, but that's awesome, man. I'm happy to hear that, and I can't wait to go check it out. When I get back, I'm curious to see what they're gonna have changed in it, and that sort of thing. So that'll be awesome to go ahead and check out.
I've got Jody Benson's stamp of approval. I'm sure it'll be pretty good.
Man, you know, she is just iconic, man. She loves that role so much. I'm just, you know, it's nice when you see an actor that actually just, you know, so enjoys a character that they play and really embraces it. And you know, it's awesome to see her, you know, want to keep making a comeback for all this stuff. It's just
Yeah,
awesome.
absolutely.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, speaking of not grand openings, but other celebrations that we have, what's going on over at California Grill?
Ooh, yeah. So while I was there, I didn't really get a chance to go to it, but I did go up to the top there and I could check it out. But they have Disney's Contemporary Resort has California Grill celebrating a 30-year anniversary.
Yeah, we talked about this a bit last week on our contemporary portion, but I didn't realize how close it was to the 30th. And like 2 days after recorded, it was our 30th anniversary. And I was like, oh, we got to mention it.
Heck yeah,
Uh,
we do.
I know. Great photo here with the squad. I mean, Nick, look at these views.
Ooh.
Stunning from that restaurant. I mean,
It doesn't
incredible.
get much better than that, man. I mean, looking over at Magic Kingdom, I mean, that's a hell of a view. I wish I could have dinner looking at that every night.
I agree. If for the I think when we mentioned it last week, even if you have a reservation earlier, you're welcome to come back and watch the fireworks. They have a outdoor area that's off to the right of this photo. Actually, you can go sit out there and watch the fireworks. So it's a really cool spot, very unique. Highly recommend it.
Speaking of fireworks, I kind of felt like a VIP last night, man.
Oh yeah.
So I ended up watching that crazy Disney lady Tanya,
Uh huh.
and she was not part of the after hours event, but she kind of stuck around And honestly, some of the cast members are actually very encouraging of it. And she get to go watch Enchantment, so I get to go see. Um, in is it Enchantment or Enchanted?
It's
Was the
Enchant.
fifth? It was the
It's
50th
Enchant.
show.
Yeah, yeah. Disney's Enchantment. I think it was Enchantment. I think you had it
I
right.
think, yeah, Enchantment. I think it was awesome, man. As much as I say I had my not issues with that show, it's one of those things. It's when something goes away, you just love it that much more when you see it again, and it was just awesome. I ended up seeing Happily Ever After last night from her, as well as seeing that. So that was an awesome, um, awesome show to go ahead and see. It was so late. I think it was close to like 11:30 by the time I finally got a chance to watch it, but it was awesome. Great way to end the night last night. So, that crazy Disney lady Tanya, appreciate you, and all the live streamers out there. Hopefully, we'll see Ron pretty soon with some of his Tokyo stuff coming up. I just got some of his merch in the other day. So,
oh, you got some of his merch?
I did. I helped clear his store out the other day, man. I went and we ordered all the scent diffusers for the car.
Oh, very nice.
They were a lot nicer than I expected they were going to be, man. Honestly.
Cool.
And Ron even has his own bags. I was like, they're stamped. This is Ron on the go. I was like, what is going on here, man? I'm jealous.
That sounds really nice. You'll have to show me that some other time.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. But Jared, in more important news, we have some crazy stuff going on the West Coast.
Oh yeah, man. We are in full Disneyland 70th celebration mode, which is really exciting. I mean, I was personally there for the 60th anniversary, and that was an experience I'll never forget. I mean, Disneyland, once you go to Disneyland, you start to understand why people love it so much. Their attention to detail. I mean, Disney World's probably got 100% attention to detail, and they're like 150. Like everything down to like each individual French fry is like fantastic there. but the 70th anniversary, so that was I was there 10 years ago, believe it or not. But this began on the 16th of May. And it's going to continue through the summer of 2026. So over a year, which gives everyone a chance to really get out there, which is great. So there's a ton of beautiful decorations to the park. I mean, look at this beautiful emblem on the castle. Some
oh, that is perfect.
Decorations out front, and on Main Street. And then in addition to that, we have our friends in their nice 70th anniversary costumes.
Look at that. Jeez. Oh,
Mickey
that's awesome.
and Minnie, Pluto. I mean, they all look great. I mean, I love these outfits.
Dude, I'll be honest with you. Seeing these photos, if I don't make it out to Disneyland this year, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself, honestly, because
it's a dangerous game because you're gonna want to upgrade the annual pass. I'm telling you right now.
It might happen, man. It might.
It's incredible. I mean, it's smaller out there, but it's also like you can get anywhere within like a minute. So when we were there, we would be like, my family would be in California Adventure. I'd be like, I think I'm gonna go get us a fast pass for Space Mountain in the other park, and I would take everyone and I would go all the way over there and get them. That's when they're on the old fast pass system. I don't know if they moved over yet. I think they did move over to through the app. But anyway,
yeah, they have.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but that was when they used to have the old fast passes. But yeah,
no, I mean it's been on my bucket list for a long time, man. Eventually I'd love to go to all the Disney parks. Honestly, they're just so unique in every way. But Disneyland is just the start of everything. It's so much history there, and to be able to be where Walt stood for everything, really just it speaks to me, and I think that's. It's definitely somewhere I want to go. And I mean, just the photos alone, some of the merch that they get out there, it's just incredible.
Yeah. And speaking of the things that they're getting, they're also, so in addition to the new outfits, you get a new cavalcade. This one's called the Celebrate Happy Cavalcade. Got real creative with the names this year. There's another one in here that I'm like, really? That's what you came up with? But I mean, whatever.
Is it the not so happy, but kind of happy?
No, it's just like, I don't know. It's interesting. A fan favorite that I saw. So this was here for the 60th anniversary. Paint the Night. Nick, this parade is amazing. And when I was thinking about it the other day, I'm like, it just excites me even more for the nighttime parade coming to Magic Kingdom. I'm like, yes. I cannot wait for that.
You know, man, I cannot wait to see what happens when that hits because honestly, I think it's really gonna affect crowd levels as
Oh,
far
it's going to
as
alter.
rides.
Yes.
It's gonna change the whole dynamic we have in the park right now as we know it.
Absolutely. And it
You
depends
know,
if they used to have 2 shows a night when they used to be here. So I'm curious if they're going to have their early and late shows when that starts. So it'll be really interesting to see.
absolutely no, and I'm so excited to be able to go ahead and see that at Disney World and you'd be able to still see because they still do the light parade over at Disneyland. Do they or do they not?
Well, the Main Street Electrical Parade.
Yeah,
So that was there a short time. I think it's moved over. It's moved overseas right now. It's either in
gotcha.
Tokyo or Shanghai.
Oh,
Or
so is it something they rotate across
no,
different parks?
they
Is
don't
that
really make. There's no real pattern to it. They just kind
gotcha?
of throw it wherever they want to. But Paint the Night is one we're very glad to see back. In
Yeah, no,
addition
it
to
looks
this,
awesome.
we got a different edition of this is usually World of Color, but right now it is going to be Wondrous Journeys, which is kind of nice. It's the whole idea is like this. It's a big fountain show, and it's very good. What's nice about it is they can easily change to whatever they want.
Hmm.
So this one is going to be you're kind of like sorry, this one actually is called World of Color Happiness. I skipped a line. This is called World of Color Happiness,
So
and
creative with the names, man.
yeah, I know. That's
Again,
why this is the other one. I was like, oh, that was it. But wait, there's one more after this that I was like,
but
oh,
wait,
really?
there's
That's what you.
more.
But so this one is you're going to be hosted by Joy and the other emotions from Inside Out, and they're going to take you through a kaleidoscope of emotions. So
Kaleidoscope. I like that. It's a
yeah,
very
it'll be kind of
that
neat.
that word's not used well enough. Kaleidoscope.
Um, this one is called Wondrous Journeys, the Castle
Ooh,
Show,
I like that.
um, which you embark on a journey filled with artistry, music, storytelling, and heart as you experience moments from beloved stories like Hercules, Princess and the Frog, Peter Pan, Frozen, Big Hero 6, Moana, Encanto, and more.
All the
Uh,
greats right there, man.
all the real greats. So this is so it's funny. So it's a projection show, but there's also fireworks. So if you know anything about Disneyland, they don't do fireworks every night. They don't have a lot of space. If the wind and obviously California's dry, so if the wind's going a little too fast, they can't shoot them off. They typically only do fireworks around the weekend times. So on the other nights, it'll be the same projections without fireworks.
Hmm.
Um, so you'll just have to try to plan your trip around so you can see it with fireworks. And then if you move over right next to it, pretty
Oh,
much
that is
is
awesome. That is so cool.
on Small World, it's the Tapestry of Happiness. Another interesting choice for a name, but we're going with a happy theme, and I'm not against it. I just think it's interesting.
No, and that I'll be the first to say too. When it came to Small World, even at Disney World, I was very happy when they decided to paint it all.
Hmm.
That when it was all just white, it's something my wife never really kind of picked up on. We ended up seeing it, a couple trips back, and I pointed out to her, just how much better it looks when it's all painted like that. Seeing it lit up like this, man, just brings it to a whole new level, and it just goes to show that their Small World is so much nicer
Yeah,
and
it's
so much
awesome.
cooler than that we have at Worlds.
And it's really cool. This show is going to kind of be around the idea. It's going to focus on the Disneyland attractions, which is cool because I like those kind of shows that like are inspired by the parks directly.
Hmm.
And a lot of the artwork is similar to this, inspired by the work of Mary Blair, who is very heavily involved with the Small World.
Yes.
So it's pretty much her baby, if some call it. But it'll introduce a original song called "Celebrate Happy." Believe it or not.
Oh, so great with these names,
Yeah,
man.
I
I
I
I
love
love it.
it.
We love it, man. We're all for it.
In addition to this, we do have some enchantments coming to Toy Story Midway Mania. So the same ride that we have in Disney World, they have in Disneyland at their Pixar Pier area. So they're going to add some 70th touches to it, which is cool. Photo pass opportunities, fun filters to play with, looks like.
Very
Uh,
nice.
and as well as
Oh,
specialty
dude.
merchandise and food. But we have one piece of merchandise we have to talk about.
Dude, I think this piece right here alone is going to get me on a plane out there sooner than I know it.
This is like everything I want in a souvenir, just put into one.
This I'll be telling like, dude, I'll be telling my grandkids eventually about this someday. Like this is the souvenir. This is it.
So enough gawking about it. We might as well tell them what it is. So this is the
All right.
Disneyland key, which is retailing for $60. Essentially, what it is a interactive key in which you buy one, and then you in the 9 locations that are representing each land, you'll have a keyhole, and you insert the key. It'll unlock a icon, which is if you look on the stem of the key, it has all those different icons. The icon will light up and play music and do light patterns that represent that land. So there's 9 of them, as I said. So you have Main Street, all the different lands, Adventureland, New Orleans Square, even Galaxy's Edge is in there.
And I heard, doesn't it do something when you put it into the keyholes at the land itself, like wherever it's in, interact with it?
Yeah, it'll do interact. Some of them blow bubbles and do music themselves. So you'll have like the experience when you put the key in yourself. It'll have a noise and sound, and then when you leave, you can still interact with it. And the one you unlock will do the light and sound. But once you collect all 9 lands, a little compartment door opens up on it, and you get one of 9 commemorative trading pins, which are high in well, not priority, but high in demand, I'll put.
Yeah.
So it's a really neat thing they got going. It's a cool souvenir.
This is something that I'm really hoping that Disney does not sell out of. I am hoping they knew that this was going to be a crazy demand on it, and they have, truckloads of these things ready to go, because I'll tell you, man, this is one of those things that, even if I don't get a chance to get over there for a little bit, I expect and pray and hope to God that I will be able to go do this when I arrive there, because like you said, man, this is the souvenir to me. Having something that's interactive with the parks that you get to take home, that is this iconic to Disney. And not to mention, you get to showcase kind of the journey on it. I know myself, if I, hopefully get the chance to go do it, I'm really hoping to be able to go ahead and record kind of as this happens and all that, and make those memories there with my family. And that's something that I'm really looking forward to be able to go do. So I really hope I get a chance to make it out there to grab one of these, man.
Yeah, for sure. And the reason I like it so much is because the things that make Disney parks so special to me, a lot of it is the music, and having a souvenir that actually plays the music is really cool to me. I think it's really interesting because uh, over the past like year or so, a certain toy has become very popular. Have you seen those figurines that you place it? You have figurines and they have like an RFID chip, and there's a sound box, and the kids will place the figurine on it. And Toonies, yes. So that's become very popular, and I feel like they probably took that and they're like, oh, we could do something like that.
Well,
And
dude, RFID technology is just so cool. Anyways, I mean, you could do so many cool things with it.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
like for instance, I'll be the first to say that with my access control system at work, on days that I am running between different buildings and that sort of thing, I actually wear my Magic Band, and I use my Magic Band to unlock all my doors at my office. So that's everyone thinks I'm already crazy enough as it is. I just continue that and just just make it even further with that. But yeah, no, it's awesome. I love still being able to go to Disney World, to be able to go ahead and wave my hand at the different statues there and see how they interact with you too. That's always cool. I'm happy they left all the 50th statues there and that sort of thing. But I really do hope this is something that stays at World, or at Land rather, for quite a bit on the West Coast.
It'll be there at least through their entire their entire
entire 70, yeah. And I mean, it's just, again, I think this is really going to be the big drawing factor for me to go there. I've been wanting to go for quite some time. I've done the cruise now. I've been to World countless times. I think it might be time for me to hop on a plane and make it happen. Or knowing me, I'll end up driving, because that's just how crazy I am. But but no, that being said, I'm definitely looking forward to hopefully making it out there at some point, man.
Definitely.
But and apparently, do we have a list of all the pins, or do you have any pictures of them by chance?
I don't have any. I did not prepare that, but doesn't mean I can't bring it up quick. No, it's gonna take me a while. I'm not gonna bother. But there's one for each land. I encourage you to look them up. I know, like, for the most part, they match the icon that are on the key itself. And it's
Well,
just like it's a Disneyland D, and then it has a smaller icon on it for each pin.
we'll tell you what. We'll throw it in here after the fact, man. So
Yeah, that'd be great.
we'll drop it off right there.
There they
And
are.
that'll be right there. There they are. Isn't that crazy? Just like magic, man. Awesome, man. Well, that's a lot to talk about Disneyland. We talked about everything else. Were we forgetting something else to talk about today? I feel like we were.
I don't. Oh well, we have a special.
We
guest.
do. We have a special guest today. We have someone that has actually had the pleasure of being married at Disney. I've known him for quite some time. He's been part of my wedding party, and he's one hell of a guy. So we'll go ahead and let's bring him in here right now. All righty, Anthony. There we are.
Anthony, welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. My podcasting debut.
That's just it. I mean, you have millions of followers now, man, so be ready for that.
You're going to have a whole posse following you around the grocery store this week, so you just be ready for that.
No.
But yeah, guys, so Anthony had his wedding at Disney. So full story, he actually invited me to be part of his wedding party. And then he decided to go down to Disney, which again, I'm not against by any means. And just get married down there.
Yeah.
Just said, let's just go do it.
That's it.
So Anthony, how did you come to that decision?
Well, we were looking a bunch of different venues here in Rhode Island. And it was just like a last minute thing. Like we weren't happy with any of the pricing. And we were like, let's just look at Disney for giggles.
Because every dollar spent at Disney is a magical dollar spent at Disney. At least that's what I tell myself.
Yes, correct. So we looked at the different packages, and one package fit what we wanted, and the rest was history.
Right on.
Yeah.
And now you're happily married. When was your wedding?
July 20th, 2018.
2018. Nice. Look at that, man. Very nice.
Yes. That.
So where did you get married on property?
Polynesian resort. We had two options: on the beach that would overlook the Magic Kingdom, or it would be inside. And it was torrential downpour that day. So we were quickly moved inside.
It's almost like Disney has a contingency plan for everything. I mean, is that
30%? Even if it's just 30% rain, they move you inside.
So it was July. What time of day was it?
It was like early afternoon.
Oh, so prime thunderstorm time.
Right. Yeah.
Because if it can't rain in Florida, it will rain in Florida, especially at that time.
It rained like right in the middle of the ceremony, and then cleared up just enough for the pictures.
Oh, well, that's perfect, man.
Is there any reason specifically why you chose the Polynesian, or?
Yeah, we've always enjoyed Ohana, so.
Nice.
The restaurant.
Because remember, guys, Ohana means noodles, and noodles mean no noodle gets left behind.
Correct.
Or forgotten.
Correct.
So, Anthony, you got married, based on your picture, in the Trader Sam's, in the bar, in the Trader Sam's bar, right?
Yeah. It was quick.
That's awesome.
It was quick and painless. They had everything ready. Yeah. Like I said before. Yeah, there you go.
Beautiful. I mean, you're right there. I mean, in that photo, it looks like it's quite nice outside behind you, even though it's definitely real that visual. Right. It looks beautiful out there.
It's giving me tiki room vibes, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It looks like they put leis on, or nice flowers on the ground around you. That looks very cool.
I forgot his official title, but the pastor or officiant would have been right behind us there.
Then it looks like you guys got more of a photo shoot throughout the Trader Sam's area.
Correct. Yeah, that would be like kind of getting closer to like where the bar itself.
Yeah.
So
It's very unique. I mean, it's if those who don't know, Trader Sam's is a bar within Polynesian. It's very difficult to get into.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So to be able to have the opportunity to be there by yourself and take photos is cool in itself, and then be able to say you got married there is even cooler.
yeah,
So
definitely.
That's awesome.
The pressure was on to keep things in motion for the regular opening of Trader Sam's that day.
Right.
Yeah.
So man, when you say the pressure's on, how about you as a favor? How about you walk us through the day? What did it look like for you? Start to finish. What did waking up in the morning? Did you
Very.
limo? What are we looking at?
We swapped. My buddy Corey. I went into his room. His now wife went into Catherine's room. My wife, and the hair and makeup came up to Catherine's room. So that went pretty quick. That was an hour or two, maybe.
And
And
that hair and makeup and all that, was that Disney provided, or how did they go about doing that?
give you like a list of like who we use, who we recommend. Yeah, they were really accommodating of like getting things done, and we're just looking at the picture. That's my favorite.
Oh, you're
Yeah, that's my.
It looked like the rain cleared up for you to take some
Yeah.
photos outside, though.
Yeah, yes. But yeah, they were very accommodating with giving us like outside vendors they prefer. Then, yeah, the limo picked us up right about then. It started downpouring and took us over to the Polynesian. They gave us like a 2-minute rundown of what's going to happen, where the violinist will be when you hear it, time to go. And our two friends sat in the front row. And then pictures, and then back to the hotel. And then came back to we changed, came back to the Polynesian for Ohana. Just in our
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
nice, man.
Yeah.
So if you had to guess, how many do you think they could accommodate to sit like and watch the ceremony?
Oh, there? Maybe 15, 20?
Yeah, all right.
Easy.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, easy. But it would have been 20, probably would have been crowded, pushing it a little inside.
I'm assuming they just took like all the tables and chairs and just kind of stacked them over in the corner kind of deal.
Yeah. They were definitely prepared.
How was the planning process like working with Disney's fairy tale weddings?
Simple. Obviously my wife did 99.9% of it. I just had to sign on the marriage license.
There you go.
Yeah, but very accommodating. Called us right back if we left a voicemail, emails, etc. Pastor, very accommodating, easy communication. So definitely, I'd be interested to see what those prices are today.
Yes, definitely. Actually,
Yeah.
it's probably gone up a lot.
I was gonna say we didn't really talk too much about it. We have to get into specifics, but what about what are we looking at as far as this something like this goes?
At that time in 2018, probably somewhere between $2,000 to $3,000.
Oh, it's not horrible considering.
For venue, limo, violinist, photographer.
Now, did you get to? Now, let me ask this: did you get to see the price it would have been if you were in front of the castle? Private VIP. $500,000. Are we talking more?
It was a daydream. Yeah, like what are they like? What was like the last person to do that? Like some prince in Saudi Arabia, and just unrealistic.
I mean, listen, I've actually like seen like so many videos of people like getting invited to those, and I'm just like, who do I need to know to go to a party like that?
It's crazy.
Like, I know someone, that's for sure.
Like who do I got to go bring like dinner or buy lunch for to make that you know what I mean? Like, let's just make that happen. If anyone's listening and they want to invite me to a wedding, I don't care who you are, and you're gonna have a wedding over at at Disney after hours, please invite me. I'll be happy to go.
I'd be curious if like that's something like you sign up for if you're a Disney employee to work that wedding.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I mean, honestly, I think about that, pretty often of what it must just be like, just if, being a Disney employee, just chilling there after hours and just walking around, listening to the music and that sort of thing. I mean, it's, I
Yeah.
do that personally every time I try to leave the parks. I usually spend a good bit of time just kind of chilling, walking out slowly and that sort of thing. And I just,
Yeah, of course.
it's just such a, everyone tries to rush out and leave. And I'm always like, you know what? It's never a rush for me.
No.
There's, I would no sooner just sit on a bench over on, Hollywood or Sunset over at Studios or, over by the castle and just chill out for an hour or so. I have no problem doing that.
Yeah, I like the people watch.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Disney's got some of the best people watching around, period.
Yeah.
You're never going to change my mind on that.
No.
Especially, especially too, when you can have to consider that, Magic Kingdom, especially, is the number one traveled park in the world, period. I mean, that park sees more visitors than any other park, than pretty much, one of the most traveled places in the world. So, you have all nationalities there, you have all different types of people, and it's just great to, it's crazy to see all the differences between that, different cultures and all that stuff. So,
It's awesome.
Speaking of, how awesome like the cast and everything is, were there any moments from your wedding that like you didn't expect, some magical touches from Disney or anything that really stood out to you that made the day special?
Not really. Just my wife wore her Mickey ear veils. I think I sent that over to Nick, that picture.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna bring it up after. It looks like so if you remember from our conversation earlier, you went to go spend some time in EPCOT after, and
Correct.
you guys had an interesting experience there. I'd love for you to give us the rundown what was going on here.
Yeah, this guy, he was not vocal at all, just kind of grunted at us and called us over, and he made us put out our hands, and he put this rock and made us hold the rock at the same time. And
That's funny.
that was it. He didn't say a word. So that was our $3,000 rock from Disney. Yeah.
Did you just get some school bread or something like that after that?
Did I get what?
Any school bread or anything, good to eat or, to celebrate or anything like that?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, just, a lot of people are happy, congratulating us, a lot of people visiting.
Did you have the buttons on?
Oh, I can see him right there.
Yeah, we have the buttons.
Oh, I'm not zoomed in. Oh, yeah, there they are. You got to wear the buttons. It's not a trip if you don't get buttons.
Right.
And the wedding veil's a dead giveaway too.
Right.
I mean, I would just wear mine every trip, man, if I had one.
I know. You're always celebrating when you're in Disney World, isn't that right?
Right.
Always, man. It doesn't matter what it is. It's always a celebration, always a fun time.
Yeah, that was a fun day walking around. Definitely.
Is there anything you would any tips you would give someone who was thinking about planning a Disney wedding?
I would say definitely 6 months to a year before your wedding, at least.
Gotcha. And is there anything anything you would do differently now than after you've experienced it, or was it perfect in your mind?
Perfectly rain.
Good.
Perfect.
Perfect rain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, it would have been really hot outside. Like, I remember in my wedding, I was like, please don't be hot because I'll be so nervous if it's really hot. But being inside is kind of nice.
It was top to bottom perfect.
Excellent.
Yeah. Like I said, like my wife would agree. It was kind of ran like how anything else is ran in Disney. Quick, get it, and get it done.
Yeah.
Kind of just like being in line at a ride.
So you mean to tell me it felt more like a character meet and greet and you walked out with a wife?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a photo pass session at Disney Springs. And you just walk out and married. Oh, okay.
But
Right.
considering all that, I mean, you're talking. I mean, $3,000 alone these days isn't even going to get you might get you the photographer.
Yeah.
So getting all of that
serious.
at that price point is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. We were kind of like taken back. Definitely. We were like, no way, and to be able to bring 2 people.
Yeah.
I mean, when you told me that number, and I mean, and when you in the moment when you had actually gone and came back,
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I was happy for you, man, because I know, planning for my wedding, and I'm sure Jeremie can attest to this too. they're not cheap. I mean, like
Oh.
you said, $3,000 usually alone just for a photographer, and that's on the cheaper side.
Yeah.
So, by the time you're done, I mean, that's actually a heck of a deal. I mean, this obviously isn't current prices. I'd be curious to see how much it's gone up over the years. It's,
can only imagine.
nothing. Yeah, it's nothing too crazy, I'm sure. I'd have to imagine. I mean, $3,000 for something like that, I feel like is about right for the amount of time you would spend.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing. So, overall, not too bad, but I mean, it's awesome, man. I'm so happy you get a chance to go do that and just, get to go experience that. I'm a little jealous, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, how many years you've been married?
Have I been married?
Yeah. What is it now in this October?
Three, I think.
So you're gonna. So he's saying you should go renew your vows there. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is? I'll go renew my vows. Yeah, absolutely. I'll
right.
I'll make that happen.
You guys will have to look it up, but I know it's like a big venue outside of the Grand Floridian. I forgot the.
Oh yeah.
The Pavilion. Yes.
Yeah, and that's like the kind of like the standard when you want to have a decent sized wedding. If you're not in front of the castle.
Nah, man. If I'm gonna go do it, I was telling Jared the other night. I'm just gonna go do it on a Disney cruise.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
That'd be cool.
Go do that. Just have to pay for everyone's cruise too. On top of that,
I wonder if they do options in like California Grill or any of the.
That's a good question. I can't.
Top. Like if they California Grill or the top of the Coronado Springs or even Riviera would be a cool spot for a wedding.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I know for sure at the top of the Swan and Dolphin Reserve, they have a big event space up there that you could put a wedding. I know that for sure.
But better yet, we'll do some of the more obscure areas like the pavilion above Test Track.
Oh, yes.
We could go to
above the Imagination Pavilion.
I was going to say the DVC Lounge.
You know what? Let's go reopen Wonders of Life. The whole dome over there that's sitting vacant. Open that. You got just a little bit of, take the duster. It'll be fine. And then do it in there. That'll be fun.
How about we do the small one that's above Garden Grill? We could do that one too.
Okay. All right. Here's a question. For each of you.
Okay.
If you could be married on one ride in Disney World, what would it be and why?
Oh, man. Fun. Oh my God. I get so many options for this.
Oh, that's a
well, Jared, I mean, you're asking the question. What are you?
I wasn't thinking of the answer. I was coming up with the question. Oh,
jeez. Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, I don't know really a rationale for it. I mean, you could do People Mover, I suppose, if you want to actually, be able to say some stuff and, not have to be, too rushed. You could do, you know what? Either Spaceship Earth or Living with the Land.
I thought you were gonna say Splash Mountain. The pictures afterwards probably wouldn't come out good, but they would make you like kiss the bride as you were going over the hill. I think that would be.
I mean, there's enough time on that ride to make it happen. I mean, and they have the whole celebration at the end now for Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
That's true. It kind of all fits in.
It kind of fits in, man. And then you go over next door over to what's the restaurant over there? Is it Westward Ho or one of the two? And you can go ahead and get some beignets afterwards.
Ooh.
Oh right, yeah.
I don't know. I would pick Pirates.
I like that option.
Okay. Maybe there'd be.
I thought of it.
A Captain Jack on the inside somewhere, hidden, like one of the actors, and he can be the officiant.
Oh, I like that.
Just kind of follows you through the ride, just walks through.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I like the idea of like doing Spaceship Earth and just having like the officiant have to like run through the different eras at the same time.
That would be pretty funny.
You gotta wonder if that's happened before though, like secretly.
Someone's probably tried it.
I mean, it is Disney. People have tried
just quietly.
Crazy things.
Someone quietly got ordained and married their two friends or something on the middle of a ride.
Oh, I just thought of the best one yet. Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, so that was one of mine. I have two. I have like a realistic one now and an unrealistic. So my unrealistic would be Haunted Mansion, and then you would have your reception in the ballroom scene. But
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
obviously that makes no sense, like in real life. They would never let you do that. But neither would they let me do my other option, which I mean, I'm repping the shirt. So imagine having your ceremony right in the Enchanted Tiki room.
Oh,
I'm all for
That would be really pretty.
yeah.
Well, I mean, Jared, real quick, you mentioned that they don't do anything in the ballroom on the Keys to the Kingdom tour. I love having this. You have no idea how much I love having this right here. On that tour, we learned that a lot of cast members like to go ahead and mess around on that ride, and they like to move stuff around in the attic scene and also kind of sneak into the ballroom area after hours and that sort of thing. So for a while, apparently they used to go through and just move things around and place different objects in the attic scene. So they get in trouble for that. But I learned about it in the Keys to the Kingdom tour,
Wow.
as well as a lot of the tricks that they do on the ride itself. So we won't spoil them for everyone here, but they're pretty interesting.
That's cool.
Yes.
Anyways, let's get into our print of the week. In honor of Anthony's beautiful wedding at Trader Sam's, we have Nick show everybody a Trader Sam's Enchanted Tiki Bar wall sign that we designed.
This was probably one of the easier prints that you've had me do.
Yeah, one of the easier. It was one of the more what you call it? I want to say I had to get creative on this one. So basically, I could find files that had the Trader Sam's Enchanted Tiki Bar like wording on it, but I had nothing to put it on. So I took myself over to Maker World and I found or printables. I mean, I found that someone just had a wooden board that you could print, and I was like, "That's it."
Plank.
So I took the wooden board, I chopped the ends off of it, and I slapped the Trader Sam's on to make it look like it was on like a nice piece of wood.
Perfect.
And it came up with that sign. Anthony, I think I'll have to send you a customized version with your wedding date on it as a commemorative gift as joining the show today.
Oh, that's
hey, and then on the back, make sure you throw the podcast episode number here, because that thing's going to be worth millions.
right.
It's true.
Eventually,
I'll show you guys. Nick has it in his hand. I do have a photo of it, of the one that I made close up with my
awesome.
colors of filament. So this is what it looks like. But yeah, what I ended up doing is I ended up doing a filament swap. So the underneath layer looks like the inside of wood, and the upper layer looks like the bark on the wood. But yeah, I'm gonna find a way to put your wedding date on there somewhere so you can have that as a nice wall decoration. And the one I'll make is a little bit bigger. I'll be like yayish big.
Oh,
I'll go as big as my printer will let me go for you.
Thank you.
Jared, if you need to go larger, you can always enlist the services of my several 3D printers.
That's very true as well.
So actually, or better yet, how about this, Anthony? You need to get your own 3D printer, and then we'll just get you the file, and then you can take care of it.
It's on my list.
It's on his list.
Fair enough.
I've been talking to you about it over the past few years.
I mean, past few years. I mean, I've been doing this since I met Anthony. I've been doing this for a long time. So, Anthony, I'll tell you, I am that crazy 3D printer guy.
Yep, 10, 11 years.
Oh, yes, way too long. People come in my office and they say, "Do you even work all day?" It's just the amount of prints I have around. I said, "Yeah, I work on printing." No, I'm just kidding. No, it is funny here though. Like I said, I've had a lot of people come by today and just see the crazy stuff we have going on in here. And I think maybe next week, we'll actually take some time to go do the office walkthrough finally. I think I'll finally have it the way I want it to be. So we can take some time. Maybe next week we can go through a little bit of what you guys see in the background, because it's a lot. It is a lot in here.
Yeah, Nick has quite the office. A lot of prints in there.
A lot of prints, a lot of art in here.
You can pump them out a lot faster than I can, that's for sure.
Yeah, we do races all the time to see who's going to go ahead and print something first and how long it takes.
Yeah, if I'm not sure something's going to come out right, I send it to Nick and I go, "You try."
Yes, and then I usually end up, telling him something like, "You did okay." I was making some trophies earlier for some coworkers.
Oh, that's funny.
Because they did okay. I can't tell them they did good. They did okay.
Yeah.
Well, we will definitely be putting up that file on Maker World, so you guys will have the link in the show description.
Absolutely. You're starting to get some love on Maker's World, by the way. I've seen a lot of likes
Yeah,
and
a couple
downloads
of
start popping
downloads.
up there.
Our May the 4th one did really well. I had like 10 downloads. Woo!
We're getting there, man.
Yeah, I'm gaining some popularity. I call myself JR Creations. Like, if I go famous one day, I told my wife that, like, so I have like an alias. I'm gonna be called JR. Be like, oh, that's JR, and I'll know, like, they know me from that thing. So if this podcast blows up, don't be surprised if I change my name to JR all of a sudden.
Right on.
All right.
But for now, hey, I mean, we'll keep things rolling the way we are. And then, guys, if you stuck with us around this long, again, we greatly appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind, drop us a like and subscribe. It is free to do, as our friends here say. Greatly appreciate all the support you guys have been doing, and we're still having a lot of fun doing this. We still got a lot to talk about, man.
Oh yeah, we do. We got plenty more. I guarantee you that. And the news pumps out every week for us.
Absolutely. We got plenty more of that. We got plenty more guest stars to bring on here as well. I did just promise Anthony he was going to be our first. He mentioned to me a long time ago. He says, if you ever start a podcast, you have to let me know. I said, well, I started a podcast. So he says,
awesome.
Okay, when can I be on? So I said, well, we'll get there.
Awesome.
Well, Anthony, we loved having you, and we hope to have you back again. Hopefully, we'll find another subject that I'm sure you're well versed on. I'm sure you have many different things you could talk with us about. So we'll look forward to having you again soon.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate having you. So thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, guys. And I think with that, we are going to go ahead and wrap up this week's episode of the Men of Main Street podcast. So again, thank you all for being here. Greatly appreciate you guys. And we will see you all in the future. Take care, guys.